Hi guys, it's Mike here, ZS6 Mike Sierra Whiskey from the Sanson Amateur Radio Club, and Steve ZS6XU is very kindly offered to be interviewed with his Radio Shack. There's so much to say from his perspective that by no means can he cover absolutely everything. So we just want to thank you, Steve, for coming to the party and giving us a rundown on your shack and your experiences. And I'm sure a lot of hams will be quite interested to know, the history about ham radio and where you started and where you're going and what you've all done. So let's introduce ZS6XU. Steve, just a quick question there. Morse code. Morse code has been discontinued basically around the world, basically to try and encourage more people to join ham radio. What are your views on that? Should people pursue Morse code? Do you feel sort of sorry that it's not mandatory?
I do, and it's not all gone. There are quite a few stations that you'll find operating at fairly high speeds. I like Morse code because it's actually a digital mode. It's an on-off carrier wave. The problem is, as I've got older, I've lost it, and I can really only read very slow Morse now if I'm very careful. Sometimes I can pick up call signs. I'm working on it. That's why I have a CW station here, and I hope that one day I'll be able to operate CW, and maybe we'll be able to find some CW on the radio just now, because the other day we had 15 meters was wide open on CW, and the guys were coming through, but I tell you what, they were doing big words a minute, very, very fast.
Yeah, and I believe people are using decoders and stuff like that, which it's convenient, but it kind of takes out the enjoyment.
Well, I've tried to decode it, and the decoders aren't human. Unless AI comes into it one of these days, where computers are that good that they'll be able to work out the difference between the different signals that are on top of each other and the noise. And that's where the tono fails badly. It can't, unless it's got a solid CW signal, it can't read anything. It puts E's in everywhere because it hears little noise clicks. And possibly a computer like this, which is an 8-core 16 gigs of RAM gaming machine that I bought because I knew I needed a machine to last me up to Windows 10. Possibly this would be able to do it. Maybe something even stronger nowadays would be able to do it. It all depends on what AI is doing, and we might get there, but I don't want to lose the ability to send Morse, and I can send Morse very well, so that's something I want to keep and I don't want to lose.
Steve, for the viewers, do you have any sort of CW keys that you've got lying around that
I do actually. This is a military key which I have double-sided taped down to a piece of 3CR12 because I actually used to use this. It's a Gardilia, and it actually has this strap. And the idea is, obviously it's mounted to this piece of metal because I used to use it on my bench, and I used to use this to send Morse with my TS930. This snaps on here, and this little key then straps onto your leg.
Oh, no way.
And you can sit and send Morse on your leg while you're driving. Now, there was a ham who showed me, when I got one of these, who showed me this, and he used to drive with his FT101 on the front floor of his car.
No way!
And he used to drive around and he used to send Morse while he was driving and traveling around all over the place. This is a telegraph key because it shows line and telephone. I don't know how old it is, I don't know where it comes from. It was somehow given to me in a whole lot of stuff, possibly from a deceased estate, I don't know. Somebody gave it to me because they know that I love Morse keys. And I have another one here, which was on a very old piece of wood. I've taken it off the piece of wood because I wanted to make a new one. This is a Bendix key. This one is one that they probably would have used. Bendix did a lot of aircraft stuff, so I would say that this key was probably used in aircraft during the Second World War. This is a very fine operation key, and as you can see, it would have had one of those twisted wires coming in here that's covered in cotton. I'm pretty sure that this comes off an aircraft somewhere. It has a number on here, CTE 26003A, and it says Bendix Radio.
Yeah.